eDigital Africa Media presents Everything Digital with Faith History. And now, Faith History.
Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Everything Digital Show, the show where we bring you everything cool, everything hip, and yes, that's right, everything that's digital in your world today. And as always, I'm your hostess with the mostest, Faith History, and I will be your digital guide on this series. Now, we're going to be talking about how to build your creativity with books. All right, remember we've been doing a series on creativity, having the creative block. Last week we talked about mental health and the different options that are out there digitally for, really recalibrating your mind. And today we want to talk about how to rebuild your creativity using books. Did you know that audiobooks were invented for the blind? Did you know that? Well, hello and welcome to another episode of the eDigital Africa Show. So, as always, I take it a step further. So all the books that I'll mention today can also be found in audiobook format. So you can listen while commuting to it from work, or when you're doing your chores or taking a walk or working out, whatever. You can listen to your audiobooks. That's one of the reasons why I love listening to audiobooks now. I've actually, during this COVID period, which 5 months plus, read over 10 books. That may not sound like a lot, but it's a lot for me. I was reading maybe 3 books a year, for the past couple of years. And now I'm up to reading, 10 books in 5 months. Come on now, give me some credit. So I say audiobooks if you really want to you want to rev up your reading and you want to be able to read faster, because you can, again, listen while you're working, listen while you're moving up and down. Let me give you some interesting facts about reading and listening to audiobooks. Did you know that spoken words increase reading accuracy by 52% and improve comprehension by 76%? Spoken words. So I'm talking about if you are reading normally, like a regular, hardback, paper book versus listening to an audiobook. You can actually read and increase your reading accuracy by 52% and improve your comprehension by 76%, which means that you are going to understand what you're reading a lot better, right? And another fact is 85% of what we learn by listening. Did you hear that? Let me say that again. 85% of what we learn by listening. So for your brain, listening to an audiobook or reading with your eyes is the same thing. So why not switch to audiobooks, guys? Just go ahead and do it. And between reading and listening, reading came last. So we've been listening since the beginning of time. So I just wanted you to know that listening is something that has been around for a long time. It's a better way to comprehend, to retain information. So anytime you get a chance to listen to a podcast, listen to an audiobook, listen to each other, just take it and keep listening. Okay, so that said, I would like to remind you that creativity is not meant for a select few. Anybody, anybody can develop their creative ability. And that's why I started this podcast, to help you on your creative and digital journey. And there are many other podcasts that can help you build your creativity as well. But today we're talking about books. I've got 7 books for you, well, 7-ish. And that's 2 in 1 by the same author. So I'm going to start with number 1 because I found it hard to just pick one. In 2013, Mason Curry wrote Daily Rituals, How Artists Work. There you'll find the routines and habits of 161 creative minds. Imagine that, 161 amazing minds to learn from in one go. Then in 2019, he wrote this one called Daily Rituals, Women at Work. And this one focuses on everyday obstacles and rituals of extraordinary women, from painters to sculptors to filmmakers to composers. So by looking at their daily lives, you'll see how they were and still are making choices, such as choosing to work on their creation and balancing out the rest of their lives as well. All right, so that's 2 in 1 by the same author. His name is Mason Curry. And the 2 books that I'm mentioning again are Daily Rituals, How Artists Work, and Daily Rituals, Women at Work. You ought to read these books. They're amazing. Let's take a quick break. When we come back from our break, from hearing a word from the sponsors, we'll get back into our list of books that you should be reading. auditorily. Like you're going to be listening to these books. Somebody's going to be reading them to you. You can close your eyes. You can sleep. You can wake up. You can continue. You can stop. You can go. I mean, audiobooks are the next big thing. I'm already doing them. Guys, you're listening to Everything Digital. My name is Faith History. Don't even think about changing the dial. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thanks for holding on, guys. Okay, so on my list right now, number 2 is this book, and this one is for the animators. It's called Miyakaze World, A Life in Art, and it's written by Susan Napier. Hayao Miyakaze is widely known as one of the world's greatest living animators for his work with Studio Ghibli. Japanese culture and animation scholar Susan Napier writes about his life and his art using the themes in his work such as utopian dreams and empowered women to paint a portrait of the creative genius. So this one is a great one if you're an artist, painter, or an animator. Third one on my list is Embrace Your Weird. Face your fears and unleash creativity. I love it already. Embrace your weird. Face your fears and unleash creativity. This is a New York Times best-selling book by author, producer, actress, TV writer, and award-winning web series creator Felicia Day, who takes you on a journey to find, rekindle, or expand your creative passions. So this is definitely one to check out. And number 4 on my list is Creativity Inc. by Ed Catmull, Amy Wallace. Ed Catmull and Amy Wallace, they partnered up for this one. And, this book is all about overcoming the unseen forces that stand in the way of true inspiration. And it's by the president and co-founder of Pixar Animation Studios. They're the ones behind Toy Story, Coco, many other award-winning animations. It's a book about creativity in business and leadership, and it also teaches you how to manage creativity. So if you need a manual for originality, you want to get a front row seat into the meeting sessions as well, where some of the most successful films in history were made, then you have it in this book. And you will learn how to build a creative culture for your team if you're running a creative team, and how to give expression to the best ideas that you have in you. Again, that book is called Overcoming the Unseen Forces That Stand in the Way of True Inspiration, and is put together by Creativity Inc., Ed Catmull, Amy Wallace, 2014. All right, number 5 on my list is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, written in 2015. It's about creatives living beyond fear. Elizabeth is the author of Eat, Pray, Love, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard about. There was a movie made about that as well. And, from her own process, she shares her wisdom and unique perspective about creativity, right? And one thing that I love about this book is the empathy with which she writes. She's so generous with her own personal experiences. You'll learn how to embrace your curiosity and understand how inspiration works. So if you love creating content and you struggle with inspiration, you should check this one out. Number 6, Creative Quest by Questlove. Who doesn't know Questlove? Who doesn't? Right? Questlove is that guy with a pick in his hair, the drummer for The Roots. And this is his book from 2018, so it's about a couple of years old. And it's a unique book, and I'll tell you why. The number of people who can learn from the stories in this book and the, lessons in this book, it's just going to be amazing because the messages are so on point. You will definitely learn how to live your best creative life with this book. And, Questlove is also not just a drummer. He's a band leader, he's a designer, producer, culinary entrepreneur, and professor. Can you beat that? So that goes for people who are like, why are you doing too much? Why do you have so many creative pursuits? You know what? You can have as many creative pursuits as you will as you will allow yourself. Let God work through you. Let the universe work through you. Let creativity work through you. And you will be amazed at all the things that you can be and can become. So don't box yourself. In Creative Quest, he brings all these creative experiences, these lessons, and these stories together, both from his own personal life and the ones that he has heard from other creators and collaborators in his life. So in this book, you'll see topics like creativity, creativity, where to find it, what it means to be creative, maintaining a creative network, coping with critics, and so much more. Now let's take another quick break. When we come back, I will round up for you guys on my final book for really building your creativity and being able to work with creativity and get it back into your life. Guys, you're listening to Everything Digital. My name is Faith History, and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, so the final book on my list of books, audiobooks, by the way, that you could listen to build back up your creativity, get you inspired, get you working more creatively, see how other creatives across the world think, is The War of Art, Winning the Inner Creative Battle. The first time I came across this book, I confused it with The Art of War, but no, this one is different. It's a different kind of war. The War of Art was written all the way back in 2002, actually, by Steven Pressfield. And in this book, you will learn how to deal with the different forms of creative resistance that you face, whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, athlete, or writer. It'll help you break through creative barriers. And, this one is one that is close to my heart. I've read it. I'm part of his mailing list, and he sends out weekly emails that help people to, really focus on their creativity. And he runs boot camps that help you push out projects. And, I really love the Steven Pressfield brand. So I think you guys should definitely check it out. And that's the end of my list today. So I want to hear from you. All right. So you pop me an email at everythingdigitalng@gmail.com. Let me know what you're reading nowadays, what gets you out or what got you out of your creative block. If you've ever had one, or if you're having one right now, how are you dealing with this? Are there books that you're reading? Tweet at me, send me an email, let us know. You can hop onto Instagram and join us at Everything Digital Africa so that we can find out more about how you are dealing with your creative blocks. And don't forget that, you can always reach out to us. And for every single one who's following us, we want to give you a shout out. We see you. We appreciate you. And please keep following us. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook at eDigital Africa. Now, I have to say that if you want to support us, we are here. You can support us any amount that you like. Just use www.useshukran.com /CR/eDigital Africa, and check that out also on the show notes. If you missed that, again, it's www.useshukran.com /CR/eDigital Africa. So you can support us with any amount. No amount is too small, so that we can make more informative episodes like this one. If you want to contact us, you've enjoyed the show today, please go ahead and subscribe to our podcast channel wherever you get your podcasts, and on YouTube, we're Everything Digital TV. So please subscribe to that as well. Like and comment. And you can also send us your feedback as a voice message at anchor.fm /eDigital Africa. You can send us a message or email us again to everythingdigitalng@gmail.com. If you're going out, don't forget, stay safe, wash your hands, wear your face mask and face shields when going out. Keep it sexy, keep it good. All right, guys, it's the show for me from today. My name is Faith History, and it's been a pleasure bringing you the show. Until next time, when I bring you more show, more digital vibes, it's goodbye for now and toodles!
For more on this topic, visit www.eDigitalAfrica.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Everything Digital is brought to you by MTN. This is a Faith History production.